All right, so one of my students asked me this question up here. Said, how does customer behavior vary by location and demographic? Which customer are most valuable and how can we retain them? Now, this is a business question that most analysts are faced with. So, these are the questions stakeholders will ask you. No stakeholder will ask you, oh, please, most often, they won't say, give me the list of customers by their sales. No, they will ask you in this manner. So, that is where critical thinking comes in. How can you critically answer questions, business questions? And that is what sets you apart as a data analyst. So if I'm to approach this question now, the first thing is, how can customer behavior? All right, let me see that question again. How does customer behavior vary by location and demographic? How does customer behavior? So the first thing is understand in your data what speaks to customer behavior. So this is how you approach it. What speaks to customer behavior? So for me now, if I have a data set that has sales and that has maybe region, it has sales, it has the region, it has location, it has some demographics. Now, I will first of all want to ask, what really speaks to customer behavior? Okay, what will speak to my customer behavior could be maybe their buying pattern, because that's what can speak based on the data I have. So it has to be based on the data you have. Their buying pattern can speak to how they behave. Do they buy on monthly, on a daily, on a weekly basis? All right. And how does it affect them now based on what? Demography and location. So what is their buying pattern in that particular location? What is their buying pattern by age? Do you get it now? So that is your customer behavior based on your data. Now, for another person, it could be maybe by reviews, right? What is customer by reviews? Maybe it's on a social media analysis that you are doing, right? In that case, you want to know, okay, what are they saying about your business by location? In Lagos, what are they saying? In Abuja, what are they saying? You get it now. So it is data set specific, and knowing how to approach this kind of question sets you apart, really. Right. So in my case, I'm saying customer behavior. So buying pattern, it could be so customer behavior, it could be one, the major one with buying pattern. Another thing could be how well, maybe you have like I said, maybe you have a sheet or something that you use to get their review. How well they respond to your maybe your email marketing and the rest. So these are the ways you can know. Then in that case, now if I want to analyze this data, then I will have to do customer list, and then their what? Their sales value, their revenue, and then maybe by their location. That is how I'm going to answer that question. Now, which customer are most valuable? Now, based on your data set, what determines value? Based off your data set, what determines value? If it's a company, what determines value to that company? So how do we categorize, how do we say a customer is valuable? Oh, maybe by the volume of the sales it brings in, maybe by the frequency of its sales, maybe by a lot of other metrics. So for me now, if I'm saying okay, maybe it's by the volume of the sales, right? Okay, meaning if customer is valuable by the volume and then by the frequency. So you go back to your data set, look for the revenue, analyze the customer name by revenue. You can do a pivot table. So that is why the two does not matter. It can be Power BI, it can be Excel, it can be SQL. The major thing is, do you know what that question is saying? How do you approach that question? You can decide to now say, okay, I'm going to use pivot table, drag my customer and then the sales, and then drag region to column, and then that answers it. And then from there, I do a top 5, and then I'm seeing that the first person on that list, based on descending order arrangement of my revenue, is the most valuable to the company. Another company, so that's for like sales. Another company most valuable could be maybe the customer that gives the highest of the reviews. So it depends. Maybe to a digital company now, maybe is the customer that gives the highest review. But of course, most times it's the revenue side of things. Now the other side of the question is, and how can we retain them? Now this a stakeholder is asking you as an analyst, how can I retain this customer? Now the strategy now you have analyzed, it is the result of your analysis now that now speaks to how can we retain them, right? You've seen that the customer, you've seen that their volume over month, 5 months, 6 month analysis that you did, they are doing well. What would be the way to retain them? To give them incentives. So you are now bringing in insights from your data. Okay, based on how they sell, based on this region, okay, maybe they is a customer that do buy from a particular region. Oh, I need to give them incentives so that I can buy this other product. All right, they've been buying this, they will need this as well. Substitute good comes in. All right, these are strategies, and this is how to approach such questions like this. So as data analyst, understanding how to approach these questions really matters, and this is one way, and this is how the stakeholders will always be in the question. So ensure you master this, and then two will not matter. Thank you.